وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُّدَّكِرٍ.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Read Al-Quran the easy way. I welcome you to lesson number 12, in which we will study revision, or we will revise whatever we have studied so far in terms of letters. So be ready, smile, take a deep breath, charge your brain, avoid all distractions, turn off that mobile and chat window, and let us start. In this lesson, we will, as I said, review the last 11 lessons and study some of the interesting aspects of letters, inshallah. In terms of review, we have 9 items listed there. We will study about meaningful letters, 4 very thick and high sounding letters, 3 high sounding letters, and don't mix the makharij, the tiny letters, the dot and similar shapes, interesting pairs, arrangement of letters, and short forms. So let's take them one by one. But before we take them, let us recite our poem, which is very important. It teaches us, of course, the letters in the order of their makharij, along with attributes, okay, and the groupings also. So here we go. Ma, ba, wa, fa are from the lips. Tongue has many, 12 from the tip. Tha, the, tha, ta, the, ta, za, sa, sa, la, na, ra. From its middle are, from its middle of the tongue, ja, sha, ya. From its edges are, the right edge and the inner part of the tongue. From its edges are, do, ka, qa. 6 from the throat, a, ha, a, ha, ra, kha. At the end is alif. MashaAllah, that's it. And we recited this poem with fatha. Alright, these different groups occur, we have been seeing in the past lessons, in tens of thousands of times. For example, ma, ba occurs 38,000 times, and the second pair which occurs a lot of time is hamza and ha, 34,000 times, and the largest group is shown below, lam, noon and ra, that occurs these letters occur in the Quran 77,000 times. And by the way, we have not included here the madda letters, okay, u, a, e. We have included those that make their original sound, like ma, ba, wa, and so on. But anyway, you get an idea of which letters are important, especially lam, noon, ra, mim, and ba, and hamza and ha. Of course, everyone is important, every one of these letters. We have also learned about Arabic letters, or how to write them. If we learn 4 sets of 3 strokes, then writing Arabic letters becomes extremely easy. And we have 4 sets. First set is about lines, or is of lines: standing line, sleeping line, sliding line. I'm giving you children's version, which is simpler, instead of telling vertical, horizontal, and slant. Okay, and then quarter circle, almost, and then half circle and full circle, and then a tray and a small cup and a big cup, and lastly tongue shape, and a small c and a big C, or a open mouth and a big open mouth. So if you learn these 4 sets, you can write any Arabic letter conveniently. You don't have to be worried about their shapes. Their shapes are very simple. So let us start the review with meaningful letters. Thousands of Quranic words start with wa, fa, bi, la, sa, a, and ka, and others. These letters, when they occur in the beginning, they carry the meaning. Please note that they can be part of the root also of the word, of a word. The context tells you whether it is one of these or a part of the root, but thousands of them are there in the beginning and they carry these meanings. Wa means and, fa means so, bi means in, la means for or indeed, depends on context also. Sa means very soon, a is a question mark, to is, am, and ka means as or like. These are meaningful letters, mashallah. So you gotta take special care of them. They start teaching you right from now what these letters mean, or start teaching you the meaning of Arabic language. 4 very thick and high sounding letters. What are they? You know them. When we said like that, tha, the is a very thick and high sounding. That's why we take our hand further away to show that it is very thick, like having big tummy, and high. Okay, raise our hand. Tha, the, so the is thick. Ta, da, ta is very thick and high sounding. Za, sa, sa is very thick and high sounding. And on this side, da. Okay, da, ka, qa. So da is also. So da, ta, sa, da. Da, ta, sa, da. Or in the standard order we have sa, dad, ta, and da. With fatha sign we say sa, da, ta, and da. We have these are the short forms of very thick and high sounding letters. Only sad and dad, they change their shape. I mean, you take the face only with a connector or with connectors. 3 high sounding letters. What are they? High sounding means we are taking our hand just up, not further away, but just up, like da, ka, qa, or qaf is high sounding. You don't say qa, say qa. Similarly, in the last 2 letters of the throat, gha, kha, gha, kha, gha, kha. You don't say gha, kha. Gha, kha is wrong. Gha, kha. Okay, these are high sounding. Qaf and gha, qa, gha, kha. Qa, gha, kha. The 3 high sounding are qa, and we have them here, qa, gha, kha. Qa, gha, kha. As you see them there also. And these are the short forms of the letters. Qa means qaf, and ghain and kha. Qaf, ghain and kha. Don't mix the makharij. Well, we have 6 teams of makharij, 6 teams of letters where you should not mix up. They are distinct. But let us revise the definition of makhraj. Makhraj is a place where the letter comes out from. That is the articulation point of the letter, or the point of origin of the letter, how you say it in your mouth. Okay, for example, the makhraj of mim or ba is lips. Okay, the makhraj of ta is tongue tip. We have 12 letters that come out from tongue tip. So the makhraj of ta, for example, one of them is tongue tip, and makhraj of ha is throat. Plural of makhraj is makharij. Okay, lips, tongue tip, throat, and so on are makharij. These are the places where these letters come out from. So don't mix the makharij or makhraj of 6 teams. We have 6 teams where generally many people mess up. They just put makhraj of one to the other or mix up. So let us take them one by one. First one is za, and I'm using fatha sign for all, vowel sign for all of these. Za, the, dha, and da. And then tha, sa, sa, ka, qa, kha, a, ha, and ha, and ta, and ta. So let's take the first one, which is za, the, dha, and da. All of them are distinct and unique. They don't have anything in common in terms of makhraj. For example, the first one is za, and the second one is the. For the second one, we bring the tip out a little bit, a millimeter, okay, not too much. And the third one is very thick and high, the, okay. The second one is the, and the third one is the. And the fourth one is da. You remember, you just turn your tongue a little bit on this side, turn a little bit and touch it to the gums, okay? Do, 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 the right side of the gum. Do, 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 do. So these are completely different letters, okay? Don't mix their sounds or don't mix their makhraj. The second team is of 3 letters, tha, sa and sa. These are also different. Tha, that means you have to bring your tongue tip out. Tha, soft letter. And sa is the standard. Sa, sa. And sa is very thick and high sounding. Okay? Za, sa, 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 sa. Okay? Don't say swa. Okay? Sa. For example, close, I would say, description is I saw him, I saw him, I saw him. This is kind of very thick and high, so a little bit more like saw, saw. Another team is ka, kaf and qaf and kha, or ka, qa and kha. Ka is flat, normal letter, ka, whereas qa is high sounding, and kha also is high sounding. Ka, qa. And some people, like I said in my previous lesson, people from my city, like Hyderabad, they say kha instead of qa. Like they say Quran. That's not right. You should say Quran. Those people who do not know. Similarly, people from Punjab and North, they say Quran. Quran. No, it's not Quran. It is Quran. Qa, qa, qa. Okay, don't say kha. Kha means the last letter and qa is the central letter. Qaf, Quran, 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 Quran. Ka, qa and kha. And you see them with the connectors and the short forms given below. So make sure you recognize them properly and pronounce them properly. Another team is that of Ain and Hamza. Ain has a sound, a, middle of the throat, a, whereas Hamza is from the bottom or the edge of the throat, a. Okay, and their short forms should not confuse you. Short forms, Ain always has connector if it is in the beginning, and in its short form it is always connected with some letter, with another letter, whereas Hamza always stands alone. It doesn't join this way or that way. Another team of where people confuse is of these 2 letters, ha and ha. Ha is from the edge of the throat, ha, and ha is from the middle of the throat, ha, ha, soft sound, ha, ha, ha. And notice the changes of ha. As we said, ha tries to be big when it comes in the beginning in terms of its short forms. Double face carries a mirror, kind of tries to show itself big because it's a tiny letter. So ha has double circles, 2 circles when it is in the short form, and ha is just its head, ha. So ha, 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 ha. The last one is last set is of 3 letters, ta. Actually it is 2 letters, but ta has 2 different representations. Ta in a tray, 2 tomatoes in the tray. Okay, as we gave you a clue to remember, that's the way Arab brothers say it, because they don't have ta. Okay, so ta, and the ta can be in the tray and also on a circle. 2 dots on the top means ta, whether in a tray or in a circle, on a circle. And it can have connectors, and ta, the circular ta also can have connector, and in that case it becomes a little bit close to triangle, but still you can make it. The last one is pa, 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 very thick and high sounding, ta, da, pa. Okay, pa, pa. And interestingly, the circular, the ta marbuta, the ta which is circular with 2 dots on the top does not have any short form. That means it doesn't occur in the beginning and the middle. It occurs only at the end. That's all. So remember the short form of ta and pa. They are different sounding. Ta and pa, pa, the one with the thick round tongue shape, and the stick is thick and high sounding, very thick and high sounding. So these are the 6 teams where you should not make any confusion. Let's take tiny letters Hamza and Ha. Hamza, the baby letter, uses alif, ya or waw as a chair. Okay, so don't forget its sound also. A. It is not a, it is a. Like I ate an apple. You can say that in English, but if I were to say with Hamza, which is not right, I ate an apple. Okay, with clear emphasis on a. That is Hamza. And Ha tries to become big by carrying a mirror with it. It's a joker. Ha ha ha. It tries to become big or show big, especially when it is in its short form. That's kind of reverse logic. Short form is always shorter, but in case of Ha, it is the opposite because it's a joker, just a tip to remember. No connectors for Hamza. Hamza always stands alone, whether it is in the beginning or middle or wherever it is. And it can come on the top of alif, ya and or waw. These are the chairs of Hamza. When it comes on the top of these letters, it is Hamza only. It has nothing to do with ya or waw. It is sitting on top of alif or ya or waw, that means it is Hamza. And remember, whenever alif is given haraka, a, I, u and so on, it becomes Hamza. It is Hamza. It is no longer alif. It is no longer alif. And in the Indo-Pak print, unfortunately, we don't have that Hamza sitting on the top of alif. But remember, whenever there is a haraka on alif, it means Hamza. The dot on similar shapes. Here's a very interesting clue, a learning tip, an amazing part of the Arabic letters. Whenever you see dots on the top, that means you have strong airflow when pronouncing it. Like kha, ha is soft, kha, strong airflow. Dal is different, the has strong airflow. Ra, it doesn't have strong airflow, za has. Ta, dha has. A, gha has. So you see, if you are confused between the two, remember that clue. The only exception is the letter da, dod, okay, da. Interesting pairs. Let's take some interesting pairs now. Lam, alif, lam, dal, sad, ta, dad, and dha, and ta, and ta. Ta and ta. The first one is lam and alif. By the way, we have this reading alert, so you got to be alert when you are reading one of these letters. For example, lam in its short form has connector after it. Lam connects with others, okay? And also short form with connector, you can see just lam, so it has connectors on both sides. It looks like alif, but it is connectors on both sides, okay? And there you see the examples. Alif does not have any short form. Its short form is same as that of full form. It is thin letter, and as I told you, thin letters don't have short forms in general, okay? Like alif, waw, dal, ya. We will come to that. But alif can be connected with a previous letter. A previous letter may connect to alif, like you see the example. So don't confuse between lam. Lam connects with others, but alif is connected by others. It doesn't connect anyone in front. So remember this distinction, so you will not confuse between lam and alif. What about lam and dal? In their short forms, remember dal is tiny, whereas lam is long or tall. Lam is tall or long. So you see the examples of lam and dal, and in the short forms they may appear similar, but dal is small, and lam is big or tall or long. Sad and ta. Sad always has a tooth, okay, in the short form, especially in full form and short form, but in the short form you see sad, alif, sa, and ta. Ta does not have a tooth, so don't say that the top one is ta. It is not ta, because sad with the tooth means sad, and then whatever letter follows. So sad always has a tooth. Why? Because to tell you that it is sad, it is not ta. Similar, the same case is of da and dha. Da in its short form has a tooth, so da and alif should not be, you should not read it as dha. Okay. The last set is of ta with the tray and ta on the circle. Ta and ta, the circular ta has no short form, meaning it doesn't come in the middle or the end, whereas the other ta, the standard ta, has short form. Ta, 2 tomatoes on the top, 2 dots on the top represents ta. The last thing about ta is don't confuse ta with qa in its short form. Qa, qaf, the short form of qa occurs in the beginning. It also has a circle with 2 dots on the top, but it connects with others. It connects with others. It connects with others. Whereas ta, the circular ta, occurs only in the end. And if qaf were to occur in the end, it will occur in full. Ending forms in letter are always in full forms. Okay, the ending form of a letter in a word is always full form. The last letter in a word is always in its full form. So qaf occurs in full if it were to occur in the end. So remember the shapes of qaf in its full form and short form, and the ta. Arrangement of letters. Well, we have learned letters in the order of makharij, like ma, ba, wa, fa, tha, dha, dha. This is very good for non-Arabs because the biggest challenge for a non-Arab is to say it rightly. You can learn to read this way or that way. That's not a big challenge. It may take 2-3 minutes extra or 10 minutes extra to recognize it this way or that way, but if you learn them right through right makharij, the rest of your life, inshallah, you'll be saying it right. The letters according to standard order are given here: alif, ba, ta, tha. Okay, jim, ha, kha, dal, dhal, ra, za, sin, shin, sad, dad, ta, dha, ain, ghain, fa, qaf, kaf, lam, mim, nun, waw, ha, hamza, and ya. These are the standard shapes, and this is the standard order of alif, ba, ta, tha. It is good for Arabs, I would say, Arab brothers and sisters, because they don't have the problem with makharij. But in our case, I strongly recommend that we learn using makhraj order, and it is very useful when it comes to tajweed rules. You will see how beautifully these are clustered together in terms of rules. Okay, short forms. Let's take short forms and some interesting aspects of them. First thing that you have to know is that the number of short forms are more. There are 3 words in the Quran which have 1 letter. Just 1 letter, like Sad, Noon. These are, you will know them. There are 12,000 words in the Quran that have 2 letters. 16,000 words in the Quran that have 3 letters. 18,000 words that have 4 letters, and so on. So a typical word has more than 4 letters. And remember, only the last letter in a word is in its full form. The rest of the letters are in short form. Okay? Therefore, 75% of the letters in the Quran are in their short forms. That's why you got to learn short forms very carefully and thoroughly. Short forms are more important. So here are short forms in the standard order. Why I'm putting standard or showing you standard order, because standard order puts similar shapes together. So ba, ta, tha have same forms, except that the difference is there in terms of dots. Ba has dot below, ta has 2 dots on the top, and tha has 3. But interesting thing is na and ya also adopt the same shape, same shapes as that of as those of ba, ta, and tha. Na has a dot on the top and ya has 2 dots below. Similarly, fa and qaf, they also become similar in their short forms. Whereas in the full form, fa is has a tray and qaf has a big cup. I hope you remember that. So let us do a little practice. Here the top one is ba, dot below, and the other one is na. 2 dots below is ya, 2 dots on the top is ta. Top, top, 2 top, top, 2 tomatoes on the top, top, 2 top, top. Okay, 2 below is ya. 3 is tha, and taking shower is sha, and the last one is sa, the snakehead. And these are the short forms with connectors of the same letters ba and na, ya and ta, tha, sha and sa. There are some special changes when it comes to short forms so that they are clear or distinct from others. For example, kaf has a cap in its lap in its full form, but it wears its cap when it comes in the middle or the beginning, that is in its short form. Okay, so that it is distinct from lam. Okay, la, kaf and la, ka, la, as you see there, they have to be distinct. And ha carries a mirror with it to show itself that it is big when it is leading others. I mean, it comes in the beginning or in the middle, doubles itself. Ha, it's a joker. Ha, ha, ha. Placement of connectors is something very important. Dal and dal have connectors at the bottom, whereas ra and za have connectors at the top. Okay, remember the difference there. Of course, the shapes of dal and dal is different. Are different shapes of dal and dal are different from ra and za. But in case you are confused, remember this distinction. Ayn and ghayn in their short forms have different shape, especially when they are connected with a connector. Ayn, whenever it's connected with the connectors, for sake of cursive writing, its shape changes from the open C shape or C shape to a triangular shape, as you see there. There are 7 letters which do not have any short form. Why? They are thin, they don't have any clear distinct face. So it starts with a, dal, dal, alif, dal, dal, ra, za, and waw and hamza. Waw has a face kind of shape, but in order that it is not confused with ma, wa is written in full. These are the short forms, but short and with connectors. Short forms can have connectors, but they don't connect with others. Remember, except for hamza, hamza doesn't connect with anyone. So here we are. Another part of amazing Arabic is managed with 29 letters, and these 29 letters have only 19 shapes. 8 shapes are used for 18 different letters, and the difference is only in dots. Short forms make life even simpler because they represent just the face, and short forms are joined together easily within a word. So here are different aspects of amazing Arabic. Alhamdulillah, we have learned 29 letters. That's it. After this, we will learn vowel signs and start reading the Quran. Isn't it easy? Indeed it is. Alhamdulillah. So don't give up. You are learning to read the Quran. The Prophet ﷺ said, the best of you is the one who learns the Quran and teaches it, or who has learned the Quran and taught it. أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم. That's all for today, but before we go, let's take spoken Arabic. We have learned hiya, hunna, anti, antunna, ana, nahnu. And also we have learned that plural of muslima is muslimat, mu'mina is mu'minat, and so on. So we can say hiya muslima, hunna muslimat, anti muslima, antunna muslimat, ana muslima, nahnu muslimat. Keep repeating it, and inshallah you will learn all these words also. You can do combinations of these words like hiya mu'mina, hiya mu'minat, anti mu'mina, antunna mu'minat, and so on. That's it for now. Jazakumullah khair. See you in the next lesson. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum. Learn to read Al-Quran, learn Tajweed, understand Al-Quran and memorize it using easy, scientific and interactive methods. Get ebooks, videos, audios, posters, PowerPoint files, app links for different courses. We have specialized Montessori materials and games for making the Quran easy for kids, and a Teachers Resource Center too. Get personalized one-to-one online courses that suit your needs from expert teachers. For free trial, write to admin@understandquran.com
or visit understandquran.com. Wassalamu alaikum